There are certain moves that you just can't stop. Point open, grip. Okay? And that you have to deal with it because you can't stop. Now, as let's say I'm passing here, standard position for passing here, okay, inside headquarters. I don't know if I'm gonna go this way or that way, but I don't know one thing I'm gonna do is control this head, and then I'm gonna push this down, and I'm gonna step over it here, okay? There's nothing that he can do to stop me from literally diving into a roll, okay? But what I need to do is, I need to make sure that as I dive into a roll, my knees pinch so I can pull him into either a back take or to turn him to where I'll wind up in a mounting position here. So look, as we're here and he's hooking here, look, I'm just gonna break this and I'm gonna roll that way, look. And as I pitch my knees. Okay. The tricky part is you don't really have a right hook. So you have to make sure that when you roll, you're gonna roll pinching your knees. Ideally, because you're in this configuration here, okay? As you turn this way, your left foot will hook his left foot here, okay? Because you don't want to just dive that way. You want to kind of dive into a roll and carry his weight. But I need to free this hand here. And now as I go, I'm going to pinch my knees. Now this happens also, where I don't have a hook, but I wind up already past it, okay? It's similar to that roll that you like to do, but you have kind of more options, because if you mess that one up, you're on your back and not in the best spot. So you're here, he gets a dilly gila, he gets a dilly gila, maybe here, look here, look, 1, 2. Now that time I ended up with a shitty hook, right? But if you notice, I hooked on his left foot. And immediately you just gable grip your hands, pull the head away, and get the hook. Because this right here is the points. You can always go back to this here, okay? But you need this for the points. They won't give you points. I don't even know if they'll give you points with this foot here. You may have to free the foot and then get here for the points, because they won't give you points for a back take like this, okay? They won't even give it to you for back take like this. You have to have hooks like so. But when you hook, start attacking the neck, okay? Because you can always go back to whatever you had or keep the hooks. The problem with the hooks is that if he saves his arm right here, okay, his neck, he can push this off my leg, yeah. And then from here, you have to be able to at least dismount and go into controlling position here. So look, you're passing 1, 2, 3. Pinch your knees, because I have a feeling if you don't pinch your knees, you'll roll, but he'll stay. Okay? So you don't want this to happen. So you're here, then you go. You're like, hey, here I am. Okay? You want to take him with you. And now, the question is now, where do your hands go? So watch. So you're here, keep it on my hip. Look, 1, 2, 3. From here, the second I let go, you dive. Here. Look, left hand goes on the pants, right hand goes on his back. So I can sit him up. Sorry, your gum okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I like how Webb just chewed the gum right here. Right here.
So if he kept the collar, would it still work? Like in a delicate event, he had the collar. Webb gave it up just there. But would you just give it up?
Same problem, I Webb. Don't give it up. Look. With this?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because look, nothing's going to stop. Look, here, pinch.
Oh, you'd give it up.
Look, even if you get here and you, and the reason why, so what I saw here is, the reason why I lost this hook is because my leg was below his knee. On the previous ones, it was above. If you're above, you'll get the hook. If you lose it, you have to immediately get him back into side control. Okay? One more time. So we're here. De La Riva gets that collar. Look, I push into him as I step back. 1, 2. See how that knee is below his knee right here? If it were above the knee, I could still get him. But I need to transfer his weight inside of the back kick, okay? Because he's now outside of it. And here, I have to recognize the pass. So, as we did this one right here, this one, you remember here, you notice I'm on the inside here. So here, if I push him inside over my leg, then I have a nice controlled back kick. If his hip were over the leg here, I have to pass. Does that make sense?
One more time.
So, here, here, here. And I'm just gonna roll. Okay, so now my right leg is above his knee. From here, I can roll him and I can push him over my leg. You see how he fell into the actual back take. He's either gonna, here. So I got his hip over my leg, okay? But at some point, straighten out your right arm, roll to your right side slowly. We were here, and notice how his hip is too high. So here, I don't have a back take. And if I lose this hook right here, if he kicks that right foot out, right here, I don't have a back take. I have potentially just a side control. Does that make sense? So you always have to sit them into the actual back take. That's where your hands have to like rotate them. Right here. There's also a thing called a twister hook. Twister hook would be, let's say, you're going forward. Right. That worked out where I wanted it, but so if I'm here, here's a twister hook right here, look. Rotate your head this way. But my hips are past his knee. This is, we do it here, look. This is twister hook here, okay? So as I begin to roll, okay, that is just a twister. But see how he's above my hip line here? So I have to recognize that I don't have the actual back take here, okay? So what I would say is 1, 2, so what I'm noticing here, which I haven't taught this to you guys before, is this, look. You're gonna go here, here, put your knee right inside that hip as you go for that roll. Engage your leg. Looking here, look here, I go. See, I pushed him over. I didn't have to use my hands. Nice. Pinch your knee. Right here. You see how I'm above his knee right here? Does that make a little bit of sense? Regardless, just do this. You're gonna go here. De La Riva, right? He has a grip. Come here, you gotta take this foot off the hip. 1, 2, 3. and finish. Okay? And just pinch your knees. So try to figure it out. You'll see where you're going wrong. 1, 2, 3. You're rolling over your right shoulder. Who is that?
Come on.
Jesus. Probably Jenny texting from the chiropractor.
Don't forget to put a half a cup of cleaner in your mouth.